Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I gonna discuss about FPL Wildcard team for Game Week 8. I will also discuss about what you should do because of the Game Week 7 postponement and what should your plan. That's I all discuss in this video. So before starting, if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel. Now let's start. Due to the death of Queen Elizabeth, there is some rules imposed in Game Week 7 FPL because all matches has been postponed, and the first rule is wildcard rule. If you activated your wildcard in Game Week 7, then it will roll down to Game Week 8, and if Game Week 8 will not also play it, then it will go down to Game Week 9. The second rule is chip rule. If you activated your chip like triple captain or bench boost or free hit, then it will be reinstated, and that's all, you will get back your chip. The third things that this postponed fixture will be played later in the year or obviously in next year. I think because of this very tight schedule, I don't think that there is enough time to play this schedule match. So there might be postponement for this fixture, and I think the most probable date should be the 17 or 18 January, and that's you will get a double game week. Now move on to the last thing you should consider it. Now as these things happened, the Brighton Crystal Palace game can also take place because the railway strike is now over. They have withdrawn their railway strike, and that's why there is a chance that Brighton and Crystal Palace game now take place, which was cancelled before. Now move on to the strategy you should maintain, and you should hold your transfer. If you have one or two transfer, you should hold it. If you have two transfer, you should make one transfer for Game Week 7, but if you have one transfer, then you should hold it. And that's a very nice thing because you have to adapt with the news, and that's the thing you should update within the news. Because before the game week, I think you will get the most probable news that what game will take place and what game will not take place, and that's the thing you should update with the news. The last third thing you should consider is double game week, as the game is now cancelled, so there might be a double game week in some time after, and that's why you should be strategic in your decision making, because double game week is very good for your team. And if you plan for this double game week, and that's the thing you should also consider, I think you should go for a bench boost in January 17 or 18 in mind, because if the double game week is there, you can play the bench boost, so you have to build a squad with every player playing after the World Cup, and that's a strategy you can follow. The other thing is that if you already activated your wildcard, that's okay, but if you are thinking your wildcard activating, then it's a good thing, it's a good time to, because if you look at the schedule, if the Brighton and Crystal Palace match doesn't take place, also there is a slight chance that Chelsea and Liverpool fixture in Game Week 8 will not take place, and that's why I think you need some back power to adapt with this, and that's why the wildcard can be a very good option. Now move on to the Game Week 8 wildcard team, and the first player in Game Week Team 8 wildcard team is Emi Martinez from Aston Villa. If you look at Aston Villa's fixture, it's very good. They have Southampton, Leeds, Nottingham Forest, Fulham, Brentford in their next 6 fixtures. So there is a very good chance that Aston Villa can maintain clean sheet, and if Aston Villa maintain clean sheet, Emi Martinez is a save magnet. He saves a lot of shot, and that's why I think he can give you some bonus point as well as some save points. So I think he's the best goalkeeper option for Game Week 8. Now move on to the defense option for Game Week 8, and the defense should be Cancelo from Manchester City. Manchester City is the best defense in this league now, and if you look at Manchester City's playing 11, Cancelo is the first name to start. He always plays, and he can play in the right back position or left back position, and that's why I think he is a very versatile player, and he will obviously continue. And That's why you need him, because he can give you clean sheet as well as he can give you some attacking return. If you look at the Man City versus Sevilla match, Cancelo assists 2 times, so that can happen in English Premier League, and that's why I think Cancelo is a very good option. The second defender for Game Week 8, I prefer that Perisic, because as now the schedule is not so tight, that's why I think Perisic get more game time. And if you look at Perisic playing, he playing very advanced. He is like a left winger, though he plays categories as a defender, but he is more advanced in the opponent third, and that's why I think you should go for a Perisic. And the other defender in Game Week 8 is Trippier. That's, if you look at his fixture, Bournemouth, Fulham is amazing fixture to get clean sheet, as well as Trippier in the duty of set piece, so he to take the corner and free kick, and he is a very good free kick taker, so you can get some points from this, and that's why I think Trippier should be in your team. The midfield option is, first midfielder is Sterling. If you look at Sterling performance recently, he was the highest scoring player for Chelsea, and Chelsea's fixture looks not so bad. Crystal Palace, Wolves, Aston Villa, Brentford can be a very good run of fixture, and Liverpool also, because Liverpool is now struggling, so there is a slight chance that Sterling will get chance and get a very good point. As now Graham Potter is now Chelsea's coach, he playing second striker for a team, and I think Raheem Sterling is the best suited player for this position. Now move on to the second midfield option for Game Week 8 Wildcard team, and it's Martinelli, because you should go for an Arsenal player. Arsenal looking in great form, but their fixture run is now very bad. But you should also consider that Martinelli is a very good midfielder, and he playing as a second striker for Arsenal, and that's why I think Martinelli is a very good pick for if you're going for a wildcard in Game Week 8. Now may move on to the third midfielder option, and it's Jarrod Bowen from West Ham. If you look at his ownership, it's just 2.3%, and look at his fixture, Everton, Wolves, Fulham is very good fixture. I know he's not in great form, but if you look at his performance in last season, he was in amazing form and he scored a lot of goal and assists, and that's why I think as their fixture is now good, that's why I think Bowen will getting some attacking return, and that's why he's a very good differential option. And I think if you go for a wildcard in Game Week 8, then obviously Jarrod Bowen is an option for you. And the other midfielder for Game Week 8 I prefer is Andreas. He has very good fixture. He's a bench player, I know, but in Game Week 8 he will be Nottingham Forest, and that's why I think he's a very good player to be targeted in Game Week 8. Now move on to the forward option, and first forward is obviously Erling Haaland. He is an amazing form. He's scoring goal every match. Only Bournemouth match he missed to scoring goal, and that's why I think if you are wildcarding, that obviously you should go for Haaland, because he's a good captaincy option in most of the match, and that's why I think you should go for Erling Haaland. The other option for forward option is Watkins. If you look at Aston Villa's fixture, it's good. Southampton, Leeds, Nottingham Forest, Fulham, and Watkins playing as a striker for Aston Villa, as his fixture now looks good. That's why I think Watkins can give some attacking return. Now I will move on to the last player in the starting 11, and it's Mitrovic, and he is in amazing form. He already scored 5 goals and he is now fixture proof, I think, and that's why you should go for him, and his fixture now also very good, and that's why you should consider Mitrovic. And I think he's better option now from Gabriel Jesus or Tony. That's why he will be in Game Week 8 wildcard team. And the bench option for Game Week 8 wildcard is Ward from Leicester, and he will continue because he's just 4 million and he's playing, that's why he will be there. And if you look at his fixture, is good, so you can obviously rotate Martinez with Ward if there is any hard fixture for Martinez. The second bench option for Game Week 8 and the outfield bench option is Reece James. I think he should be in the starting 11, but as his next fixture is Liverpool, that's why I think he should be benched. And if you look at his performance, he is playing as a right wing back for Chelsea. If you look at left wing back position, there is competition from Chilwell and Cucurella, but in right wing back there is no competition for Reece James, as they have now sacked their coach Tuchel and now new coach Graham Potter is there. So I think Reece James will continue his place, and that's why he will be right wing back, and I probably thinking that Chelsea defense will improve. The second outfield player for Game Week 8 is Nico Williams. He's a bench option, but he will play Fulham in Game Week 8, but I'm not too much convinced about playing him in the starting 11. That's why he's in the bench option, but he's just 4.1 million and playing as a right wing back, which is a very good thing. The last bench option for game week 8 is a Madison. He just benched for this game week. After this game week, I think you should bench Andreas. Then Madison is a very good run of fixture. Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, they are defensively look horrible. That's why you should go for Madison, and he is a very attacking player. Though Leicester doesn't look good, but still I think that Madison is a very good option. And this team only concede 100.1 million, and that's a very cheap option. Now, if you look at the game week 8 captaincy option, the option should be Erling Haaland because he is in great form and he is a very good player to captain. He already scored in every game week, and that's why I think you should go for your captain for Erling Haaland. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, obviously subscribe this channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Happy fantasy, good luck for your team.